What's going on? What's going on? It is Trinidad and Tobago, son, New York City's nephew, called Young.
And I am in my key, and I already know I have the keys to your heart. So let's just start the damn show. Welcome to Banter and Bullshit, y'all.
That was cocky as hell. That was cocky as hell. I already know. I don't need to hopefully nothing. I know. That was, pardon moi. Ooh la la. So cocky. Yeah, look, they continue, people. Continue.
They love me.
So
They love me.
cocky. Wow, so cocky.
They
Oh
always
man,
will.
we oh man, yo. First off, out of the gate, right? This week it's been calm down, people. Y'all calm it down back there. Y'all calm down. All right. It's been an interesting week, man. We're gonna talk about some stuff, right? Basically, Super DC and Marvel been going head to head. You know, Superman came out, Fantastic Four First Steps came out. Metro Boomin dropped a project. Apparently, it's hot. I was listening to it. You know what I mean? Academics is attacking G Herbo. He's over some nonprofit stuff. And a living legend gets his walk of fame, man. He gets that finally, man. We talking about cold clout in the soul of the culture. Let's get into it right out the gate. Yo, look, Metro Boomin dropped a project, a futuristic summer. All right, cinematic production, major features, man. He had up and coming artists on there, Shad the God, Young Book, and others artists like Roscoe Dash. You remember Roscoe Dash? ROSCOB, Mr. Shorty, put it on me. Roscoe Dash, Travis Porter, Rocco, Mr. Rocco himself, T.I., Two Chains, Gucci. Yo, this project is just packed with so many features. But my thing is this: is it a memorable joint, or is it just sonically a clean project? Have you listened to that project yet?
Which one? Metro Boomin?
Metro Boom is here, futuristic summer. Have you listened to it yet?
Yeah, I did. Matter
What
of
do you
fact,
think about that
I
joint?
listened. I heard it today. It's not for me. I'll be honest with you. I kind of felt the beats were a little dated, but I mean
Mm,
that may be the vibe they're going for. Who am I to knock it? And maybe I'm not the target audience. So I mean, it's all good.
maybe.
He has a huge following, and there's a lot of people that do support this album. So I
I
mean,
mean,
to each their own. Don't
it's
let
a
my
futuristic
my
summer,
influences influence what you listen to. But
but
there's
it's a
something.
futuristic summer,
Well, that's what it's
right?
called.
Right, but it's very nostalgic feeling. Yo,
Yeah,
you got Roscoe on
but
there,
why
bro.
why why would futuristic be nostalgic? I'm just
That's what I'm saying. Like
feel
that
like
doesn't make
they're contradicting each other. But
yeah. So I feel like he should have stuck with up and coming
like
artists and
I'm listening for some
like what.
whatever.
So you're saying so what you're saying
I
is like
mean, when I think futuristic, I'm listening for sounds like something sonically I haven't heard
right.
before. Maybe a collection of sounds
Mm-hmm.
that make me think forward. When I heard it, I didn't think 2030 or anything like that. It
Yeah.
was more so, all right, what was I doing in the summer of 1999? It
Yo,
was more
that's
so
the
that feel.
vibe I
But
was getting listening to it. That's the same vibe I was getting. I was getting 2003, 2004 vibes. Like that's what I was getting listening to the
yeah,
project. I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
I don't know if he meant to do this, and maybe if that's the case, you probably shouldn't have named it Futuristic Summer. Maybe you shouldn't have named it that because that's where we're a little confused, right? Because what are you doing? Like you have all these artists on here, but you have a lot of, I guess you would say, old school artists as well, right? That you would, so the energy that they're bringing is that early 2000 energy. Some of the newer
Yeah,
cats on there,
for sure.
Shad the God, it was cool, but I just wasn't really too impressed. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I don't know. But once again, maybe it's like you said, it's not for us, right? Maybe we're not the target audience he's going after, and we just need to shut our damn mouths up.
Yeah, I'm cool with that too.
You know what I'm saying? Just shut
There's a
the
lot
hell
of shit
up.
I realized that is not for me. I need to shut the hell up and mind my own business because they ain't trying to talk to me or deliver that message to
It
me.
ain't for
So
you.
who am
It
I?
ain't for
Yeah,
you.
it ain't
Yeah.
for me. It ain't for me. I mean,
And
did it the futuristic part? I don't necessarily agree with, but did
yeah.
you feel summer? when you heard the vibe, when you hear like, were you thinking
Yes,
cookout, pool
yes,
parties? Okay,
yes,
middle
yes,
of
yes.
July, running with
Yeah,
fire, fire
I was feeling it.
sparklers. Okay,
Yeah, I was
uh-huh.
definitely feeling that, man. Stealing all the swag, all those records. Like, yeah, I was feeling like summered up. You know what I mean? But once again, I was just feeling summer early 2000s. It's the only
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, I get you.
Like, I was ready
I
to go
get
get some Jabot jeans and put on some
you.
Bapes. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
speaking of that, have you barbecued this summer?
No. Strangely enough, it doesn't
Are
feel.
you a grill man? You look like a
Am
grill
I?
man.
Bro, I
You look
used to
like
grill.
if you ain't manning the spatula, you right over the shoulder holding your can of beer. It's time to
Nah,
flip
I'm on the
those.
grill. I'm on the grill. Like,
You know,
they look like they're
you gotta make
ready.
sure you get.
No, 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 don't squeeze. No, no, don't squeeze the steak. Just turn it to the side a little bit. Yeah, 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 it is. Let that juice drip down on top of the coals. Yeah, I was the type of dude like I would get my coal and I would get the wood chips so it could
Yeah,
smoke
wood
the
chips,
meat a
right, right,
little
right.
bit and yeah, I
That
love grilling.
mesquite taste, yeah.
Yes, I'm a big grill guy. I wouldn't say I'm a grill master, but I'm like a grill journeyman. You
I
know
ain't
what
gonna
I'm
lie.
saying? I'm a
I
journeyman.
I listen. I feel like people who self-proclaim themselves to be grill masters. I'm always sketchy about that. Like, come
Yeah.
on, bro. You got the best meat in the state. Yeah, well, I
Pause.
mean, pause.
Whoa. Hey
That's
yo.
what she
Hey
said.
yo. Hold on. Um, hold on, buddy. I don't want to know how good your meat is. I'm not. I am not
Just perfect color,
interested.
everything. Got the grill marks. You know it's been cooking. We been basting that, yeah.
Oh
I
no, no,
let it
you.
sit in the juices.
I let my meat sit in all my juice. Like what? Yo, I'm done. No, look, that's disgusting. But I want to say, man, did you hear that Buster Rhymes got a star on the Walk of Fame, bro?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Give Buster Rhymes, yo. It's about time we give our legends that support, man. That clout, man. Like for
Absolutely.
real, man.
A
I'm so happy.
minor. You know how long I've been
A
waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to
minor.
make a name for myself here.
Ooh!
He's been waiting for it, bro. He's been
That's
waiting
what
for it.
Buster Salmon
He's
went
been
for.
waiting for it, man.
Yo, I'm so happy. And Chuck D, LL, Chris Rock, they were the ones that were like pushing for that for him, man. I'm just really happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm really happy that Buster got that. I'm really happy that that's something that he was able to be here for and achieve, and his children can see that. And we as fans growing up listening to Buster are able to say, damn, this man, he did it. I don't know how. Is that an important thing to you though? Him getting that star on the Walk of Fame? Is that like
Is
a
it important to me?
yeah, like do you look at it like, yeah, like that's what it is. Hip hop got a star on the Walk of Fame, or is it eh,
I mean, important. Does it affect my day like important to
yeah,
me?
like
Like, no. I mean,
do
but
you
at
feel
the
like
same,
it's accomplished
but
something?
am I glad that Buster got his roses? Of course, I'm glad Buster got his roses, man. I
Okay,
mean,
okay.
it's been long overdue.
Damn
I
right. Damn
mean,
right.
we gotta give these people the flowers while they're here,
Yeah,
while they're here to appreciate,
yeah, like he
while
says.
they're here to smell them, you know.
Yeah, that's
And
a fact.
I'm glad that Buster's getting the recognition that he's long been overdue for, you know.
I
But
agree.
hey, these people who are monitoring what's going on with the Walk of Fame, I mean, they they I don't understand the qualifications. I know to some aspects you're supposed to, if you want it a little bit quicker, you can kind of chip in for it.
Yeah, here's more of like a
So,
paying for it.
do I feel, yeah, I ain't want to say that, but
No, that's what it
so
is.
if this is
You paying for your
Buster,
spot.
hey, look, long overdue. Hey, Buster, we try and give it to you. Don't worry. Yeah, he definitely deserves his flowers, man.
I
So,
wonder how
I
much that
mean, but at the
costs.
same time, I don't think a Walk of Fame determines your greatness. So,
Nah, Buster is legendary, man. Like this is a legacy for Buster, and I'm happy for him. I mean, I was telling a friend of mine, I'm like, yo, Buster got the star on the Walk of Fame. He looked at me like, all right, what that got to do with anything? I'm like, Got the star. He's like, but I'm saying, but what does that do for hip hop? I don't know what you want me to say, man. Like, it's like, see, that's the problem. You hype, but you don't even know if it's doing anything benefiting hip hop. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So you don't care. All right, just you could have just said that. I don't feel like you needed to like quiz me on why I feel it benefits hip hop. Like, I'm just happy that the man, like you said, got
What
his
does that mean?
recognition. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying.
What does
Like
that mean, benefiting hip hop?
that's what I want to know. Like I asked him, and he was like, you hyping up something. The way he put it was, I don't want to say his name. The way he put it was, he's being given a star by just what to recognize his accolades, but what does it do for the culture in itself, and how does it bolster hip hop any further? I'm like, the man is being recognized for his talent, for his contribution to music and as a whole. Why can't you just be happy for that? Like, why can't you just say, "Damn, that's what's up"?
Yeah,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
happy for him.
Right. I'm happy for
Yeah,
him.
I'm
This
happy
dude
for any
was.
black man that gets his recognition.
That's it. Look, why can't we just leave it at that? Right? Like, and that leads into
Yeah.
like the way you're happy for, it, the way I'm happy for, it, the way my man's was had this negative connotation towards it. It kind of leans into what's going on with DJ Academics and G Herbo. I don't know if you've heard what's been going on
I
with
don't
them.
know anything about that.
G
No.
Herbo, Chicago rapper. You immediately like, I don't give a shit. Like, with that guy. Like, that
I,
shit was so instantaneous. Like,
I mean,
nah, I can care
I
less.
don't
Academics a clown.
really follow. Again, it's not. No, I'm not gonna say that. But I mean, they.
You do be doing some clown shit. I'll
I mean,
say it.
but I'm not the audience. I'm not the
Yeah,
audience. I'm not the
academics
people
do. He
who.
does do some clown shit.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm giving. He do
yeah.
clown shit. He does. He does. I'm gonna say it. You don't gotta say it. It's all right. I'm gonna say. I told you. I want all
Okay.
these problems. I'll
Okay.
say it.
All
You know what I mean?
right.
Like, apparently, Herbo was saying, why don't academics and DJ Vlad, why don't you donate money to nonprofit organizations, in Chicago? Right? I challenge you, put up 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. You can write that off
Who
in your tax
challenged who?
return.
Who
G
said this?
Herbo, he said this to
G Herbo said this
academics,
to.
to
Okay.
academics and DJ Vlad, like, yo, why don't y'all, you
So G
making
Herbo
money
was
off
on
of.
Vlad TV,
He
and he
wasn't on.
said, eh,
He wasn't on Vlad. He was on another
"Okay,
platform, but he was just saying,
okay."
you guys
So
have
Vlad just happened to
profited.
be there,
I think he was just
because
taking punches at everybody, right? I think he just felt like you guys have made money off of Chicago, right? Selling music, whatever the case may be, off of Chicago artists. Why don't you give back to the community that you make money from? That's what
all right,
Herbo's saying. He's just saying,
okay,
so give money to nonprofit
okay.
organizations that would
What does
benefit
that
the
mean?
community,
Okay,
right?
okay.
That's what he's
Who
saying. Let's give
who
money.
who?
G Herbo. He's
Okay, G
saying give
Herbo
money.
said academics give money to
Right. Give
Chicago.
money. Yeah,
Okay,
give money to a nonprofit organization. You can write it off. It's not going to hurt you. But give back to the community that you're making money off of. Academics,
so
feels some type
he's
of way.
making a lot of money in Chicago. DJ Academics.
I guess he feels, G Herbo feels, you are capitalizing off of artists, right? Coming out of
Uh-huh.
Chicago. You're making money from these artists. You're
How,
making money off
okay,
of the Chicago music culture, right? And if
how
you're
so?
making
Does he
money,
have a lot of drill rappers on his album?
apparently he does, right? Academics, he has a lot of drill
Okay,
music. So Herbo is just simply saying, give back to the community, donate to a nonprofit organization that will
okay,
benefit
gotcha.
the Chicago community.
Okay.
Academics doesn't like that. I guess he felt some type of
Mhm.
way. He's like, who are you to question what I do with my money and how I should move with my money when you're not even
Mhm.
holding yourself accountable, when you have
Mhm.
questionable practices with money as well on your side. You're not holding yourself accountable. You have, about 1.4 million in some question donations. So how can you hold me accountable and you're not holding yourself accountable? I kind of gotta
So
agree with the guy,
okay.
right? As much as
So
academics
what
says
are
some
the
clown
accountants
shit,
talking or something? I mean, like
I
how
don't. This is
what
what
is
I'm
this
saying.
1.4 number coming from?
He's had G Herbo's had some legal allegations in the past, and I think this was the problem. Some funds were allocated differently. I don't want to make speculation on the man. I don't know the man's case. I don't want to say nothing negative on the man. All I'm saying is these two brothers are going at each other's throats over finances, right? When I think you guys should just stick to doing music, giving back to the community, and you will be just fine, right? But I think the problem is within hip hop, right? Let's just talk about within hip hop. The
Okay.
problem, I believe, this is just my belief. I believe that a lot of artists are prioritizing their image, how they are perceived by the public, how they are received by the public, how they are viewed by the public over their own personal integrity. And I think that's where the line gets a little blurred, right? I feel like you're so worried about how you're
What,
going to be accepted by the masses that you're presenting this image of who you are, because your rapper name or your rapper persona, that is a character that you're presenting. For most artists,
mhm.
you're not, Batman is Batman, right? Like, we kind of understand Bruce Wayne is really Batman, and Bruce Wayne is the mask that Batman puts on, because even in his psyche,
Mhm.
Batman calls himself Batman. He doesn't call
Batman.
himself Bruce, he calls himself Batman. And I think for
Yeah.
artists, they present this persona, and some get so lost in the persona that they forget that your name is Richard, or Byron, or Bruce, or Philip, or whatever the case your real name, your birth name is. And they're so worried about that image that their integrity gets put to the side, right? Now you're taking money for things
Okay.
that you normally wouldn't do as you, but because you're this artist, this image, you take the money for this, or you do these things because of this image. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's a kind of a dishonorable thing, right? Because you look at certain artists, how many artists are still moving within this industry with real live, like, integrity and honor? Case in point, they talk about Jay-Z, they say Jay is probably one of the prolifically just callous, harshest businessmen there is, right? People always say that, yo, when it comes to business, Jay is this, Jay is that. Like, some people, like, we were just having this conversation with a friend of mine. He was like, yo, my man Mal, he was like, Jay, look at what he's done to Dame. Look at what he's done with Beans. Look at what he's done when he was the CEO over there at Def Jam. Like, Jay has a way of slighting people, and his business ethics are wrong. I don't agree with that. I think
Who
you need to take
says
the
this?
emotion out of business. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say. Take the emotion out of business. Dame says it all the time. Dame was crying about this for forever. We know this. Dame, any platform that will listen to him, he will say that he feels slighted by how Jay treated him. He will always say that. I say take the emotion
Oh,
out of
yeah,
business.
you gotta take emotions out of this.
Take the emotion out of business. That's what I
Emotions
say.
don't belong to business.
It has nothing to do with it. But does that, when I put it this way, with that emotion being removed out of business, is integrity also removed when it comes to
In
doing business?
business,
Yeah.
and business should
Is
be
there
based
room
on
for integrity?
integrity.
It shouldn't
Of
be, or it
course,
should be.
business should be based on integrity.
It
I mean,
should be. Okay.
to run it to run it should be
Yeah, I just want to
absolutely.
make sure
I
you said
mean,
should. Okay.
if you're not if you can't run your business with integrity, you
Mm,
have no business being in business. The only thing I can say, hey, only thing I can say is if you have a clientele that, regardless of your business practice or customer service may be, or how bad it may be, and they choose to come back anyway because your product is just that damn good,
mm,
where you don't even have to worry about integrity. Hey, hey, run your business how you choose to.
yeah.
If your board or your stockholders are relying on your impractical business habits, hey, you don't need integrity in what you're doing. But most businesses that
Mm,
you want to associate with, you want some integrity. You want to know that when I call you, when I have an issue, you're going to help, or you're going to do whatever it takes to fix that problem or that issue.
mm,
That's the whole purpose of business. Capitalism, understanding that, to be better than the next person, I have to be able to provide a level of service, and or
product.
um product that would meet the needs of the people, and these people can integrate into their lives, and they can move forward with this product or services. But if you're moving around with no integrity, who the hell is going to want to do business with you? Like, why why are you even in the business of working with people if you have
Mm,
no integrity? I mean, it's
right.
going to catch up with you eventually if you're trying to move around with no integrity and you are in some sort of practice, going to catch up eventually. So just give it time. If you don't understand what integrity is, and it will catch you and it will bite you in the ass.
I'm wondering, right? This is a
But
question for
nah,
you for
integrity is
this is a question for you and for the viewers as well. With you saying with integrity, and you have to conduct business with integrity, conduct business with some a modicum of honor at the end of the day. Do you think the culture, hip hop in
right.
itself, do you think that we still self correct? Like, do we? Is there a checks and balances? Like, do we check each other still? Do you think that's a thing that we'll be like, yo, like you doing this wrong, or nah, that's not how you approach it. You should do this, or I don't respect the fact that you did that. I'm gonna step away from you. Like Lil Durk, Free Durkio, he had an issue with an artist, and they wanted to do a feature with Lil Baby, but Lil Baby fucks with Durk, so Lil Baby's like, nah, I'm not rocking with you. He kept his integrity and his honor and was like, you know what, y'all two have an issue or whatever the case may be, but this is my man. And it would be disrespectful if I jumped on the record with you knowing he has an issue with you. He checked himself and he had an integral
Mhm.
moment where he was like, you know what, me as an artist and me as a man, I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not going to support whatever you got going on because my mans don't deal with you. But do you see that across the board in
Mhm.
culture, like in the hip hop culture? Do you think we still self correct? Is that a thing still?
Self correction. I believe that life in general is always going to find a way to find balance. So
Mm,
whether it be through hierarchy or just order, it's going to find a way to correct itself, especially if it's too big to fail. I believe
mm.
that. And when you say culture, are you referring to the hip hop culture, or you
The
just
hip hop
black
culture, the
culture?
hip
Like,
hop culture,
what do you mean?
hip
It
hop
just culture
culture,
in
the
general?
black
It doesn't
culture,
matter
yeah, culture
specifically
in general.
what culture
Like,
we're referring to.
yeah,
I mean, hip hop culture. I mean, it's crazy how it. Speaking of integrity, it's insane how integral that policing within hip hop culture is non-existent. We within the hip hop culture have built this identity based around policing ourselves.
mm-hmm,
So it will continue to move in that direction because we have so little trust in um, the ability of anyone policing outside any. We have the ability of trusting anyone trying to police who does not belong within that culture. So I believe that hip hop has always been self correcting. Believe that hip hop is in the state where it's going to continue to self correct. It's going to find a way to balance itself out.
okay,
And I don't believe that that's the bigger issue when it comes to hip hop. I believe that 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 there's an unequal pay scale when it comes to hip hop. I believe that a lot of hip hop artists aren't being paid um, com- comparatively speaking. I don't believe that hip hop. Well, we already know the scales, and there's very few people within hip hop that are actually successful at what they're doing within their arts. And the people who have decided to make it a career and they're on the low end of the spectrum, um, I believe that within hip hop, we 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 aren't organizing as well as we should be. We
mm,
aren't figuring out how to help others the way that some, especially on the lower end of the spectrum, need the assistance or the help. It'd be great if there was some form of union that could be created based around, I mean,
wow,
just in music
like
in
a hip
general.
hop union. So,
But
when you said comparatively, I mean to cut you off, but when you said comparatively, with the pay disparaging? Like, do you mean comparative to other genres of music, or what? Like, do you mean like, well, hip hop artists, they're
Well, I
paid?
mean, we have to. Well, we already know that one of the biggest exports to the United States, um, one of the biggest money makers within United States export is hip hop, with the
Right,
culture of hip hop.
absolutely.
And I guess this goes back to um, kind of what you were saying before, but I got to ask you a question. With that being the case, being that hip hop is worth billions and billions at this stage, do you feel that those that are involved in the hip hop are at a point where they are reaping the benefits of this multi-billion dollar enterprise? Because I personally do not. You know,
Mm,
and again, there are other forms of entertainment and musical genres that they may feel the same way. Um, but we know that hip hop is so connected to Black culture,
hmm.
and the fact that there's been a disparity just in pay scale, just being Black. It's like there's a Black tax. There's a tax for just being Black. That it kind of go hand in hand with
Shit.
the growth of hip hop. Like, why aren't we seeing the the benefits? Why aren't we seeing the growth, from it? I mean, again, there are some at the top, that are taking advantage of this moment. That are
A select
for
few.
sure. I mean, you mentioned Jay-Z early. He
Yeah,
for
a select
damn
few.
sure took advantage of his
Yeah,
moment. Right. There's a select few.
select few, select few.
Right.
But it shouldn't be.
Right. But we also know that there's millions, literally.
Yeah, like I look at it like this. Like
There's
just like you
millions
said,
of rappers that
why isn't KRS One in the upper echelon? Cool G Rap, like these dudes should be respectively in the billionaire talk as well, right? But I guess it's like you said, it's the business of it. It's the way you approach the business and the way you monetize your name and your music catalog is what's going to get you there, and how you diversify what you're investing your money in. But it's like you when you said comparative to just the pay scale. Why is it hip hop artists have to aspire, or well, not, I don't want to say have to aspire, but why is it people like LL get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Why don't we have a hip hop Hall of Fame? Why do we have
it's cool.
to lean into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Why don't we have a hip hop Hall of Fame? Why isn't that a thing?
That's a good question.
Right? Like
That's a
this that should, so I feel like this should have happened a long time ago. The hip hop R&B Hall of Fame, that should be a thing. That should be automatic. Why are we, man, I want to get into the rock and roll hall. What the hell that got to do with hip hop? I get it because it's all ours anyways. I get it. But why don't we have a hip hop hall of fame where we can give the flowers and the achievements to the men and women that really did this for the culture? Why don't we have that yet? Why is this still a thing that you're, I hate to sound like this, Emma. I really do. I don't want to sound, because I don't want to sound like that black activist. You know what I mean? I don't want to sound like that. But why are we still vying for the attention or the validation of people that are only profiting off of our music and our culture, but don't even understand or respect it? Why are we still
I hear
hoping they accept us
I
in
hear
their rooms? I don't want to sound like that guy, but why are we still trying to get their acceptance and get them to open the door so we can get into their rooms when they are profiting off of us at an exponential rate and giving us crumbs?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like I was watching it's funny shit because it taught me commerce, and it taught me the way how they abuse you. And I don't even think kids would catch it. I was watching Futurama, and they bending them. They had like the little poplars, this the the babies of the Omicron Persei 8s and shit, right? He's like, how much are you selling them for? He's like, selling for $1. He's like, if
Oh
you come
yeah,
with my
yeah,
company,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You come with my company, I'll charge. He's like, you sell them too cheap. I'll sell them for $2 and give you $1 off everything you sell. Ben is like, yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. You were doing that already by yourself, but now you
Mhm.
let them tell you how
Right.
to sell it.
You
But
just
it's
gave
this.
him $1.
That's it. You gave him $1 for free, like, and you didn't even notice it. And I'm like,
Right, right.
we do that to ourselves so much. And I've noticed a lot of artists now are really on the independent side. R.I.P. to Young Dolph. Dolph stayed independent for a reason. I don't labels were coming to Dolph like, yo, we can sign you a $2.5 million contract. One point this, you just come with us. Dolph, why would I sign to you and you be this engine claiming you can help me when I'm already helping you? And all the proceedings and all the money is going to me. Why, if I'm making 50 mil already, why would I sign to you for 110, 115 mil that I gotta recoup, that I'm being a slave dealer, I gotta make certain amount of records to pay you back the
Mhm,
money, and that
mhm.
50 mil that I already make is going to you, and I'm only getting a portion of the money that I'm making? That's stupid. That's not smart business. So I say, why are we as a people, as a culture, still vying for the please let us in your room? When, I mean, we know what happens when we build our own rooms. We've seen what happens. They destroy it. They won't
Mhm.
allow us to have
They
our own
destroy it or
rooms.
take it over.
Yeah,
Th-
that
They'll
can't
buy the
happen.
building.
Yeah, and
They'll
they're like,
buy
yeah,
the
we gotta
building so
shut
they
this
own the
down.
room.
Yeah, yeah, we'll shut that down. And it's just strange. Like, I was just having this conversation. I have a lot of conversations. If y'all ain't noticed by now, I have a lot of freaking conversations. I do a lot of talking. Um, this was an older conversation. My pops. I didn't even get to tell you this. My pops owns like 41 acres back in Trinidad. It's a lot of freaking acres, right? This dude is doing like a botanical gardens type of vibe out there. Cool. The government, he's trying to get the government to invest in his project. They're like, we don't see any viable reason to invest in this. Like, why would we? Like, stupid. So I had proposed to him, why don't you rent out 20 acres to the government? They want it. They want to buy it from you. Don't sell it to them. Rent it out to them. And he was like, oh, then I would only have 21 acres. But you're getting paid for 20.
Right.
You're
And it's
getting
still
paid
yours.
for 20. And you're using now. And I'm like, Pop, think about this. You're taking, it's still your money. You're taking the government's money. You take that.
Mhm.
This something that was put into
Still
my
your
mind.
land.
Still your land, and this was put into my mind by an Asian brother of mine. He said, "Do you guys have air rights in Trinidad?" I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "You should tell him, take the
That's a good
money the
question.
government
Yeah.
is paying him to rent that land and purchase the air rights
Put it in the trust.
and put it."
Yeah. Put in trust, and that will go to their rights. Right.
Why am I teaching my pops this? Like, why am I teaching this dude?
It's
And
also a big, big tax savings if you do it that way as well.
right? So I'm like, yo, this dude. So now, unfortunately, y'all gonna look at me like I'm a piece of shit. So now I'm really trying to get cool with my pops. I don't know. We have a really shitty relationship. I'm getting cool with him as best as I can because when he go, I don't want that land, buddy. I'm gonna do it right because he's so worried about being accepted in these rooms that they don't want him in. Make your own room,
I feel
bro.
you.
Make your own room. You know what I mean? It's the
Make
same
your own
thing.
room.
How many
You
brothers and
got the
sisters
space
we
to
know?
build your own building so you can create your own rooms.
Yeah. How many brothers and sisters we know? Shout out to every single military member, man. Shout out to y'all. We appreciate y'all for your service. I have watched so many military
Thank you for your
members
service.
take the money that they have made from putting that time in with the government and use that money, like you said, to create those rooms. And they have capitalized on that opportunity by using that money from the government to pay the government to build for them. And they spent none of their money. I think we have to stop looking at it in the context of, man, I'm putting so much of my money. It's really not if you're already getting it from them. You're using their money. You're basically pulling a smoky, right? You're 10, 20, you flipping
Yeah.
it, 25. You're just tricking them. And I think we have to start looking at it that way. My man Red Form, he got into an argument with, not an argument, but this kid was on his live earlier today. And he's like, yo, I'm not broke. I'm not broke. Yo, I got money. Yo, what are you talking about? I'm not broke. I'm not broke. And he's showing his crib. I'm like, you do understand that's all liabilities, right? Half of the shit you got is a liability. You don't got zero assets. So yes, you are broke. And you need to stop thinking. I think we need more financial education for our
Yeah.
people. For like we lack it so much, and that's what hurts my soul. I was a part of that same ignorance. Like I was a part of that. I started learning it a little bit later on in life. Like, yo, that's crazy. I understood credit because I was fortunate to be around people that talked to me like, yo, how old are you? Yo, I'm 19. What's your credit score? I'm like, what's that? I didn't even know what the hell that was. I was like, credit score? What is a credit score? It's like, young blood, you crazy, this, and you can't do nothing in this world without credit. I'm like, I didn't understand. So they educated me on it. And I feel like we need to do a lot more of that with our children and teach them instead of them thinking, looking like money equals having money. Because looking like money don't equal having money. Because the people that got
Yeah.
money don't got to look like they got money.
Yeah.
The people that got money don't got to try to look like they got money. But the
Right.
people that don't have it
Right.
spend so much time trying to make it look like they have it.
Yeah.
I don't got money. I got some money. There's a little bit of money. I don't got no money. This ain't my chain, people. All right, this is my brother chain. This is my brother. My brother locked up and waiting for him to come home. You gonna get his damn chain back. Let's get this understood. I'm not out here trying to act like I got money. I want y'all to understand that. I am building something bigger that I can leave behind for my daughter than she could leave behind for her kids. I'm really studying this generational wealth thing and really just trying to get my foot in the door, but I'm not begging to get let into these rooms. There's a difference. I ain't begging to get let into these rooms, but I want to make sure I know what I have to do to get into that room and get past that room to build my own room so I can let other people in. And they don't gotta hope that somebody allows them in. They don't gotta hope somebody brings them in. I'm gonna bring you in, and we gonna sit down and we gonna build together. I mean, that's just what it is.
No doubt.
That's all. You know
No
what I mean?
doubt.
So I feel like that's what we need to be. But it's a trip, man. I don't want to get too deep into it because it's unnecessary. I don't want to get there. So I'm gonna leave that alone. Um, like I said, a lot went on this week. I shot you a text and I asked you, did you see the Superman movie yet? Did you see the Fantastic Four?
I got a 7-month-old,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. You're not
I'm
gonna.
it's just me and the wife, bro.
This is what I'm
And,
gonna do for
and
you, right?
until
I'm gonna send you something.
seeing doing anything entertaining by myself is not an option right now.
I got
So
something for you, right?
if
I
okay,
got a platform that you'll be able to watch. You won't even have to go anywhere. You'll be able to sit in the privacy of your home and watch these movies. You don't even gotta go nowhere.
oh
I
no,
got
yeah,
you.
I have these options. I just gotta wait a period of time before it goes out of cam mode before I can
oh,
eventually
oh,
watch something. But it just
oh! You don't need
yeah,
camo
yeah.
with me. It's already on. It's already on my joint. Like we already got it. My brother got yeah, yeah, yeah. We gonna talk offline on that one. I got you. You don't gotta
Let me
worry about
check it.
camo. Yeah, I wanted
Let me
like
double check this. Let me
yeah,
see what's
yeah,
going
yeah.
on
You
right
good?
now.
Whatever you want to watch, we got you. I'm talking classic joints, whatever we you good. I will say this. Y'all gonna hate me. Some of you gonna want to fight me, and I really don't care. Superman was a waste of time. I honestly want if I wanted to walk out of my house. Like I was watching at home. If I was in a movie theater, I would have walked out of the theater for it. That's how serious, like that's how offended I was by
Huh.
this movie. I've seen the complaints.
How
I've seen
so?
people were saying that it's not my Superman. It's not what Snyder did, Henry
What is he
Cavill, and
black?
no, I'm not. Look,
What do you mean not my
David
Superman?
Cornsweet. David Cornsweet is a great actor. He handle the transition of Clark Kent and Superman. Like there's a scene where Lois and him are having a conversation, and he has like that real timid voice, and he's like, "Yeah, Lois, sure, Lois." And then she's like, can I get an interview with Superman?" And he was like, "Yes, Miss Lane." And he does the transition really cool, kind of similarly to how Christopher Reeve did it. Remember when Christopher Reeve had the glasses on? He was a little hunched over, and he was like, "Lois, can I tell you something?" And she's like, "What is it, Clark?" And he straightens up and takes the glasses off. He gets like a few inches taller, and he's like, "I'm actually Superman." Like those little nuances was cool. My problem, without giving any spoilers, my problem with this movie was you made Superman very weak at points where he didn't need to be weak, then overwhelmingly strong at points where it was like, bro, it's Superman. We know he can do that, right? Like,
Explain. I don't
I don't
understand
want to
what you're.
give too much. Like the first 10 minutes of the movie, he's getting his ass whooped, something violently, like embarrassingly. I'm
You
talking.
said
I'm
first 10 minutes of the movie.
yo like opening scene, bro. Uh, Ass whooping, bleeding, coughing out blood, Superman. And the only time you've seen Superman cough up blood or be hurt is if kryptonite's involved, right? This is what we would like to believe. There's no kryptonite involved. This man just got his ass whooped. Then you look at people, the reason why people compare Snyder is at the Snyderverse when he was fighting Doomsday, right? And he took Doomsday into space and the nuke exploded. You saw like this frail Superman floating in space and his body turned into the sun and soaked up all that sun. He just got back and he got cocky and his eyes lit up. He's like, "Yeah, he coming back, bitch." No, in this one, it was they had to hold him down. The sun's hitting him. Like he has multiple contusions, broken ribs, lacerated lung. But I'm like, damn, he got his ass whooped like a regular nigga. And then he's screaming in pain as the sun is hitting him. It was very dumbfounding to me that Superman screaming in pain. I get what you're trying to say. The sun is healing him, so his bones are snapping back into place, and that might be where the pain is coming from.
Oh,
But
that's dope.
he's the man of steel, bro. He's the man of steel. Then he heals and goes right back into the fight to guess what? Get his ass whooped again. just, to, just, to, just to get his ass whooped right again.
Yeah.
Right?
Sometimes you gotta know when you beat your match.
Yo, for real. Just to get your ass whooped all over again. That bothered me. And
That's
then
funny.
Guy Gardner, for those who don't know who Guy Gardner is, he's another one of the Green Lanterns before John Jones. I mean, before John and all of them. Guy Gardner, I love Nathan Fillion, bro. I think he's a super dope actor. I loved him in Serenity. He's a great guy. He was also
You
in
said Nathan
Marvel.
Fillion?
Yeah, he was also in Guardians of the Galaxy as well. So he's back and forth in universes. Cool. All right. The worst rendition of a Green Lantern I've ever seen in my life. Like just the
Oh, the
mole
Green Lanterns
haircut that
and
he
this Superman?
yes, Guy Gardner Green Lantern.
Okay.
Guy Gardner, all right?
Okay.
That's who Nathan Fillion plays. He plays Guy Gardner. Terrible. I can't even stress how terrible he was as a lantern. It was just embarrassing. I can't remember the young lady's name, something Mercad. She plays Hawk Girl. Eh, she didn't really have a lot going on. I think she was more, which was kind of also insulting to her. She was kind of eye candy in a way. There's a scene of her getting out the shower, which was no need to show. I don't know why y'all had to show us that.
Mhm.
She did do some cold shit, which was cool, but her character really had no layers to it. And I want to say this now, Mr. Terrific, disgusting. Mr. Terrific was basically the quintessential black guy that goes, "Yeah, I got a car. It's pretty cool. I'm Mr. Terrific. I'm smart as hell." And I'm sorry to say that's kind of what he did in the movie. That's literally what he did in the movie. What you mean? I don't need your help. I'm Mr. Terrific. I'm smart as shit. Watch me. Look, they not circles, they T squares. Like it was so flat. And let me ask you a question. Growing up, I'm gonna ask y'all the same thing. When have you ever known Jimmy Olsen to be that guy. Have you ever known Jimmy Olsen to be the man that just had all the bitches swooning on him? I've never
Nah,
known Jimmy. Jimmy's this nigga in
he
this
was
one.
like a fanboy.
He
Well,
was a
that's always
fanboy.
that's how I
Yeah,
always viewed him as a fanboy.
yeah, he was a little plucky little. Sure, Lois. All right,
Yeah,
Superman. I got the watch. I'll call whenever we
yeah,
get attacked. That was
right.
Jimmy. No,
Yeah,
no, Jimmy is the man. All right, Jimmy got the bitches swooning over him in this one. Bitches is loving Jimmy. Jimmy got all the bitches looking at him. They're like, oh my
Jimmy got
god,
the
it's
swagger.
Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy got swag for days. Lois is corny as hell. She doesn't give me high talent reporter. Go get it. She's weak. Like I just didn't believe the character. Perry White. Y'all might hate me for this. Perry White's a black guy. I don't know how I feel about that one. It was just like, why? Are you trying to make this funny? Like Perry White's black? Like I don't understand what you're trying to do. All of these things,
Inclusion.
the thing that really
Yeah.
pissed me off about this movie, outside the fact that Superman's super weak, he's he's overwhelmingly emotional in this.
Mhm.
He's like he's quick to anger. He's just super emotional for someone that's been on Earth for 30 something years. He should have had more control. Um Lex
Why?
Luthor is the number one hater, and he admits that he's a hater in the movie. He just admits, like, yeah, nigga, I'm a hating ass motherfucker, and I got billions. What? That's basically what Lex is saying. But what hurt me more
I feel like a
than
lot of
anything,
billionaires are haters.
yeah, but what hurt me more than anything, bro? They made Jonathan and Martha Kent hillbillies, bro. I think
Okay.
that was a thing that pissed me off. Yeah, made them
I mean,
hillbillies.
they're from the Midwest.
Right,
They have a farm.
right. But you made them sound like stone cold hillbillies. Martha is on the phone saying, she's talking to the phone like, so proud of you. Seeing what you did on the TV. Bro, I fell out. I said, no, I can't. I can't. I can't do it. I cannot do it, bro. That it was such a subpar movie. And people are like, oh, because you're a Snyder fan. It has nothing to do with me being a Snyder fan. It has everything with me being a Superman fan. And this fell short of a Superman movie. The man's wearing boy shorts on top of the suit. He's getting his ass handed to him a chunk of the movie. He's not doing anything spectacular that I would expect from Superman. Let's go back to before Henry Cavill. Superman Returns.
Okay.
All right. I can't remember the dude
Mhm.
that played Superman in Superman Returns, but I'll find is that he was a great actor. They showed how powerful Superman is. This man had kryptonite in his body and lift an entire island made of kryptonite. He was in his weakened state and he still lifted an entire freaking island made of kryptonite with kryptonite in his body. This is my Superman. All right. That's what Superman is. This guy in James's gun universe, he's getting his ass whooped
Brandon Routh.
consistently. Yes, great. But I will say this. I do not, and I want to say this very strongly. I do not blame David Cornsweet. I feel he did what he could with what he was given. It is not his fault. He carried the character the way he could carry the character with what he was given. The script with the direction. I blame the direction. I blame the director. James Gunn, you fucked up. Some fans will say, no, he did great. Strong box office of
I
135
was
mil,
about to say,
200.
yeah.
They're like, yeah, so
I was
far it's
getting
grossed
ready to say that.
502 million. Okay, it's grossed about 502 million. In order for a movie to be successful, they spent about over 200 million for the movie. They have to make triple that for them to break anywhere. They ain't make it there yet. They ain't make it
Okay.
there. So the movie's a failure by box office standards, by standards of movie making. It's not successful. Then we jump on over to Fantastic Four. Oh Lord, I don't look. Fantastic Four was a good movie. Pedro Pascal was amazing playing Reed Richards as far as Reed Richards the genius. I am disappointed that they limited what he looked like. As far as we think Reed, we see the elasticity. He does great,
It's
amazing things.
fantastic.
Yeah, right. Like he's you don't really see him using his powers in this movie, which is really strange to me. I'm like, he
So
barely
you,
stretches, bro. It's weird.
so if you had elastability, it'd just be all the time. It just
Bro, I'm running.
constantly.
I'm running. I wanted to see a yoga. I want to see a Dowsum kick. Something. I ain't see a
Yeah.
Dowsum kick. I ain't see nothing. Everybody else's powers were on display. Sue,
Ain't no woman leaving me if I'm
magnificent.
Mr. Elastic, bro.
Yo, you
Yeah.
didn't see anything. You
Yeah.
didn't see anything.
Whatever
From
you
Reed.
need, gal.
Yo, I mean, he's winning, honestly, because he can. Like, what you want me to make it to the left? Big at the bottom?
Yeah.
Mushroom top? What do you want? I can make this happen for you, baby. I can make it
go
spin.
double. I can
I
go
can make it
double.
a corkscrew. I could split it. I can make it do this. Then I could come here with this thing and make
What's this
this thing
spin?
do this.
What's this spin?
Yeah, what do you want to do? Yeah, like the move,
I'll make it spin up in you.
all of that. Look, I think Fantastic Four visually was dope. They did like a 1960s theme, but more futuristic.
Yeah.
They didn't waste time giving us the how they became the Fantastic
I
Four. Like
appreciate that.
they didn't. Yeah, I
Yeah,
appreciate,
just
but people
skip
were
straight to the
unhappy.
chase,
Yeah, they gave us little flashbacks. Like, yeah, 4 years ago this happened. Great, thank you. You did that, but you stayed here
right.
because we know the
I
story.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't need to go back
exactly.
and see
You
this
should.
over and over and over again. So
Right.
that was genius how they did that. Galactus was perfect. I can't stress it. Galactus was perfect, especially coming from the other Fantastic Four when all we got was smoke in a hand. I'm really happy that we got to see Galactus. I'm like, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciated them
Yeah.
giving us
It's hard to talk about
Shalabal.
the Fantastic Four without talking about Galactus because
Yeah, you can't.
he
You know
was
what I'm
the
saying?
quintessential villain.
Character. Yeah, it's him.
Yeah,
Like
when-
he
yeah.
that's it. You hear Fantastic Four, you think Galactus. That's it.
Galactus,
And maybe Mole
absolutely.
Man. They had Mole
Yeah.
Man in there, which was really cool. Like that was funny.
Yeah,
That was a
and the
comedic
birth of Silver
moment.
Surfer.
Look, let me tell you something. For those of you who don't know, and I wanted to check a lot of people for this. People were unhappy that Silver Surfer was a female. If you
Huh?
read the comic books, you would understand. Jack
Oh,
Kirby.
it should be ambiguous.
No, Jack Kirby created Silver Surfer for Earth 828. It is Shalabal. Shalabal technically would have been Norrin Rad's wife. When Galactus came to destroy their planet, she was the one that volunteered to be to protect her planet instead of Norrin. That's the only difference. So we tend to forget the multiverse. This is Earth 828, not Earth 616. The one we got when we watched with the with Jessica Alba, that's Earth 61. I think that wasn't even Earth 616. It was a different version. That's why we got Norrin Rad. We're in Earth 828, so we get
Where you getting these numbers from, bro?
that's the
I don't know
Earths,
anything
bro.
about this.
Oh, you don't know about the multiverse? Because you know where, like our
This is
Marvel
hilarious,
universe,
man.
our universe is Earth 616.
All
Where
right, we
Deadpool
follow
and them
the
is. This
quantum
is
string
616.
theory. All right, where's the birth of this multiverse?
Damn,
Where's
I'm
it stem
such a
from,
geek.
bro?
Yo, you just made
Give
me
me
sound
the
like a
shit.
whole geek right now, bro. I feel like a super geek right now. I'm like over
You
here
talking
really
that shit?
going in like Earth 616.
You haven't been to Earth
This is
828 yet?
828.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, bro!
I
You
know
know
you
we
didn't
live
know.
at 33. You haven't been at 62.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
bro.
mean, you
Where you
didn't.
get
So
these
you,
numbers from, man?
it's comic. It's comic knowledge, bro. It's Marvel multiverse knowledge. You didn't really? You didn't know this?
I missed this class, bro. What?
Okay, when all right,
I-
did you watch Deadpool? Did you watch Deadpool Wolverine?
uh, did I the film? Yes.
Yes. Okay. Deadpool, he's Earth 616. Okay. That Earth 616 is the same. Well, no, he came to Earth 616. That is the same universe with X-Men, with Tony Stark, all of our heroes, right? This is our universe. 828 is where Fantastic Four is. There any other universe, right? That's where
What are you
Thunderbolts,
talking
they're
like?
616.
So in the
Man,
beginning of Fantastic Four, but they would did
it
it like
tells
come
you
up
this is
Earth?
Earth. Yeah, it tells you. It says Earth 828. It tells you right out
Okay,
the
so
gate,
it actually
so
says
you're
this in
not
the film.
confused. Yes, so
Okay.
you're not. So for those who don't know, for people who just watch the movies and didn't read the comics, they tell you this is Earth 828. So you're not confused. All
Okay.
right, just so
Okay.
you understand. So I can't believe you didn't know this. You made me feel like such a geek right now. Like I feel so geeky.
You
Like
know
he's
what?
like, where are you getting these numbers
You
from?
know,
Why
you
are you
should,
making these
bro. You
numbers?
should feel
I'm
like a
not making
geek
them
right
up.
now.
Like,
I thought I was a geek. Jesus.
see, people, I ain't no gangster.
Wow.
I ain't no gangster.
Woo.
I collect comic
Yeah.
cards and
And
shit.
Rick
You know what I'm
Sanchez,
saying?
he chose and dwell in 732. It's like,
Yo, don't get me started on Rick Sanchez, man. New Rick and Morty is going in right now. But anyways, Fantastic Four overall was a very well put together movie. Did they fall short in certain things? Absolutely. It was not perfect, but if you're doing a side by side comparison of Superman and Fantastic Four had a lot more substance. It just made more sense and it held together better than Superman. I wanted to see more from my Superman. I wanted to see Superman do exactly what his name says, super shit. All right, I wanted him to
bro,
do super shit. I
we
wanted
haven't
this
seen that
man.
since Superman 3, Christopher Reeves, bro.
Yeah,
Like
I
there is
wanted
no
to see a scream
there is
and
no
fly and
Superman
spin the
that
planet around. I want to see that.
really.
You know what I
I
mean? I
always
want to
thought that
see.
was so extreme.
Yo, that was
Like
so cool as a kid,
I
bro. It
I
was so
felt
cool as a kid. So cool.
I get it. I get it.
It was so
And
cool.
it's like everybody want to be Superman because of like how powerful he is, but at the same time, what's the point of the Justice League? It's like they're just buying time till Superman comes
Bro,
around.
did you not
Like,
see?
what's
Did
the
you not
point? He's
see
just
the Doomsday? When Doomsday like handled the entire Justice League, and it was like, "Yo, Clark, we need you. This is why Superman
yeah.
is here. This is why he's here. I'm gonna let y'all handle the minor shit, but yo, when it gets dark, call Big Homie. I got you." I
Facts,
like that.
bro. It's like, what's the point? But what's the point?
Look, man, I
Like, it's
want
like
to
the
see
Bulls without
Superman do
Jordan,
super shit.
bro.
I
Is
want to
it?
see Superman do super shit, and I did not see
It's like
Superman do
Superman
super
is
shit.
Jordan and Pippen at the same time.
Yeah.
And what the hell is a Justice League going to do without this man? Like
Oh
nothing.
my
There's no
God! Don't get me
story. There's no
started.
substance. There was a whole movie on Justice League about how to bring back Superman because they were so
They were
inefficient
lost. They
by
were lost without
themselves.
Pop Pop. Yeah, they were lost without Pop Pop.
So
They
what's the
needed Pop
point?
Pop. Look,
What's the
all I'm
point?
saying is, I'm gonna ask you guys this: which movie felt more like a story versus a marketing tool? Because to me, I feel like Superman was a marketing tool
Everything with
just to
DC
get.
is a marketing tool right now.
I feel like
They
Fantastic
can't even
Four was more
develop
of
a
a story.
cohesive universe.
Oh my God,
So
they're
let me
doing
ask you:
Batman over
this
again.
James Gunn version, will
It's
this fit well
garbage.
within the universe that they already created, or do
Um,
they need to create a whole new universe based off of this
James Gunn is
Superman? Because
redoing
again,
the entire
without
universe.
Superman, there is no anything within DC. Nothing matters. I mean, we
No,
could say
Superman is
Batman, but
DC. Superman and
yeah,
Batman are
Superman is
DC.
DC.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
he's redoing the entire universe. He's
So
redoing
this
it.
is
We're getting
they're
another
gonna redo
Batman.
the. Wow.
We're getting
So
the
they just
comic
wasted a whole
book
20
accurate
years of
blue suit Batman.
just.
Blue gray suit Batman. That's what we're going to get. And I think that's the problem also. I forgot to say was I understand what he was going for, James Gunn. He was going for that Christopher Reeve Superman. That's what he was going for. He was going for that texture of the Christopher
The
Reeve where
wholesome.
Superman cares about everybody and he saves a squirrel, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he saves a dog from getting crushed. Like, we got like Superman, like the Boy Scout that Batman calls him. We got the Boy Scout, but it fell flat because you didn't show how powerful he can be. You showed how powerful he can be in correlation to his apathy to human beings, right?
Yeah.
His empathy, excuse me, to human beings.
But
Not
doesn't that matter to a man that is infinitely more powerful than every human being combined?
why should a hammer worry about the nail? I don't know. You know what I mean?
But you know
And this
what?
is
That hammer
why,
gonna do some work on that nail, though.
look,
I mean,
I'm just saying that I just feel like they fell short. People like, oh, you guys are Snyder fans. This has nothing to do with what Snyder did. What Snyder did with Henry Cavill cannot be duplicated. Henry Cavill, for all intents and purposes, was one hell of a fucking Superman. You can't deny that. Shout out to Henry Cavill, but I was
I
already
think he's
over it.
the best version.
I was excited to see this. I was excited for this movie, and then when I sat down and I watched it, I was just supremely disappointed. I've been saying this movie was such a disappointment for the past 3 days. I was just so disappointed in it. Fantastic Four, I was like, all right, they did a freaking good
You say
job.
that about every Marvel, because I feel like
No,
Marvel does. They do a better job of
setting
telling
everything up.
the entire story. Right? They
Yeah,
make inner. It's like they're putting together a puzzle
and they do it
where
so
where
well,
right where I
so
feel
well.
like DC they have a picture and then they break it apart and it's just like, all right, we're gonna put together this puzzle, build this picture, but at the same time, like there's a bigger picture. And isn't this picture supposed to go into another picture? Just like, oh well, we
Nah,
only broke this picture, so we're trying to put this puzzle piece together, but it fits into a larger frame. How do you make it all work cohesively? And it's just like, well,
that's what it
I
is.
don't know yet,
DC
but
is
we'll
playing
figure it out
catch
as
up.
we go. Right.
DC is playing catch up, and that's the problem. They're too worried about trying to
I
catch up
I feel like
to what Marvel has done.
well, I feel like they're trying to catch up because they saw something that actually worked.
Yeah,
Whereas DC, I felt like they were a driving force for so long as far as, creating film worthy characters. And
yeah,
then all of a sudden, Marvel came on the scene with Captain America
punch
and
them in
they
their head,
decided to create a whole universe
punch them in
versus
their head,
just
bro.
one character. And they were like, oh, wait a second. That actually makes sense. Can we do the
Oh,
same thing? Guys, come on. Can we do
and real
that too?
quick, I want to say something. I want to say something. Marvel will not be able to be doing what they're doing if it wasn't for the success of Blade. I'm just saying. Let's not overshadow
How do they correlate? I get that Blade
Blade.
is a Marvel character, but
Blade was the first
the only
comic book
universe I see to
movie
fit
to
in
be that
is Deadpool.
successful. No, but Blade was the first comic book movie that was so overwhelmingly successful. It opened the door for
First comic
Marvel.
book movie?
Yeah,
Oh,
like to
the
be
first Marvel
overwhelmingly
comic book
successful.
movie.
First Marvel movie to be so successful, it opened up the door that they were able to do Iron Man and
I
do what they're
completely
doing now.
disagree.
If it wasn't for
X
Wesley,
Men was killer.
Wesley made it happen. Excuse me, what now? You
X
said
Men.
what?
I mean,
X
listen,
Men was
listen, listen.
garbage. Every
I,
single X
oh,
Men
I
was
agree with you.
garbage,
I agree with you
super garbage, and
wholeheartedly.
that
But
was
it was still a
Sony,
billion-dollar franchise.
and that was Sony. But
Spider Man, Toby
Blade
Maguire.
was
They
before all of
they
that. Blade was before. Blade opened the
Blade
door
was
for all of
before that.
this.
Okay,
Blade
okay,
opened the door for all this. What I'm
okay.
saying, if it
All
wasn't
right.
for the success of Blade, it would none of this would be possible. So, in the words
But
of
the
my
thing is,
man
no
Wesley
one knew
Snipes,
that Blade was even
I
a
I
Marvel
don't give a
character
damn. I
for.
knew. I knew.
I mean,
I fucking knew.
I knew too, but there's a
All my
lot of
geek
people that just
friends knew.
associated with. They just thought this was a vampire movie. That hey, this is a
Yeah, a lot of
dope
people didn't know.
black
A lot of
black
people didn't know.
person who knows
Yeah.
martial arts. Hey, this is pretty cool.
But
But
Blade is what opened the door for Marvel to do what they're doing,
yeah,
and
but
we need to
I
acknowledge that.
get you
Period.
as far as success as a
It's only one
Marvel
Blade. Only
character,
gonna be
but
one Blade.
what associate what characters did they feature in Blade? Like it was just Blade that we know of. There weren't any
You
recognizable
got the blood
characters that they
pack. You
featured.
got the blood pack. You got the blood pack.
What's the
You
blood pack?
got other characters. Oh my god.
Who
Yo, we're not gonna go. I'm not going. I'm not
who does
gonna
the
walk
blood
you
pack
through
consist
this.
of? That
I'm not gonna
matters.
walk you through this. I'm not gonna walk
I'm
you
talking
through
about
this.
characters. I'm not talking about actors.
I'm not gonna walk you through this right now. All right, we'll do this off
Okay.
camera. I'm not. We're not gonna do this.
I'm just
What
saying
you're
I
gonna
don't think you
freaking
have
do?
anything. I don't think you have anything. You
I
just talking
have
about
something.
blood packs
I'm not
like
going
like we
to
about to do a
sit
blood
here
transfusion or something, but
and give you a rundown
I don't
of
think
the
you got
Marvel
anything.
universe,
I don't
bro.
think you got.
I'm not gonna
I'm
do it.
secure in my place within
I'm
the
not
Marvel
gonna
universe.
do it.
I, I, I
You're
don't think
not
you got
welcome in the
anything.
Marvel universe.
I
Go
don't
over to
think you got
DC.
anything.
Go over to DC, bro.
They don't want me over
Go
there.
over to DC, man.
They don't
You
want me
look
over
like a
there.
DC character. You look
I
like a
look like a
DC character.
DC.
Yeah,
What
you
is
look
that?
like a lantern.
You know what? I
You
would
look like a
take that as a
lantern. You look
compliment.
like you could play
If
a
I was a
lantern.
DC character, I think I would lean towards Green Lantern. I think
Yeah, you look like
it's
you could
just
play
too
a lantern.
cliche.
Yeah,
I think
you
it's
look like
just
you
too
could play a
cliche
lantern.
for it. Well, Lantern went black, and then he went black female. And
I mean, in the one of the multiple universes, Green Lantern happens to be transgender. Anyways, not going there. You'd be a lantern though if you were in a DC universe. You'd be a lantern.
yeah, I feel,
Uh-huh.
I feel I feel
I'd be, I don't know
exactly what
what
you're saying.
mutant. I would be like more on the X-Men side. I'd be a mutant. I just don't know what
I
type
feel
of
like I'd
mutants.
be X-Men side too. I'd be the loner in the X-Men mention,
I
and
don't, I
they
don't,
just come over here, and I'm
I don't
featured
think
in a
they let
couple
you in the mansion.
episodes, and
I
they
don't
come
think
in
they
my
let you in the
room,
mansion.
and then they ask me some questions about something just about
Mm,
life, and then I show them with my mutant powers, like
I
like
think you be. I think you would be the
or
philosopher. You know what I mean? They would
yeah.
come
That's what
to.
I'm saying.
Let's go see the
I
philosopher.
yeah, like I'm working with B side by side. Occasionally you catch
Yeah, I
me in
see
there.
that. I see. Yeah, I see you and
You
Beast
see me in
kicking
the
it, doing
background,
some
my
shit.
glasses on.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I can see that.
It's
I
like,
see. I'm a
go ask
little
Mike a
guy.
question. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a
I
little
don't know.
guy and I'm
Ask him.
angry. I think me and Logan to be boys. You know what I mean? So I think me and Logan to just be kicking it, just grumpy yourself, smoking cigars. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know why they got so much anger over there.
Nah, nah, shut up, bub. Yeah, whatever, bub.
Uh, just see me in the background of the study, just having a conversation with Jean Grey and shit. Just skip
Yeah,
on Bobby and stuff.
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, look at this nerd hanging out with Hank. Nah, him, bub. Like, oh God, let me stop. Yo, but I look at the end of the day, man. Busta Rhymes got his flowers while he was still here. Shout out to Busta Rhymes. If you want to, I do suggest you watch Superman and watch Fantastic Four. See what it gets for you. If you haven't seen Thunderbolts, watch that too. That was also a great movie. I'm excited to see what both companies have in store for us with their universes, DC and MCU. I'm excited either way, but I feel like James Gunn, you need to do better. All right. I'm not saying Fantastic Four was great, but it was way better than Superman to me. You don't gotta like me. You guys,
He
when you're
said
watching this,
James
put
Gunn
in the
got to do
comments.
better. That's
Yeah, for real.
hilarious.
Put in the comments, man. Let us know what
He's
you
probably
think, which
chilling on
one
his
was
private
better.
jet right now.
Yeah,
I need to
yeah,
do
he doesn't give a shit about me. Do better. Who the hell are you? Carter Young. How about you shut the hell up? You little bastard. Let me see you make a
You bought
freaking
a
$2
ticket?
million
Did you buy a
movie.
ticket, Carter Young? Seems like
No,
I'm
I
doing
did it.
all right.
Yeah, no, I didn't, James. Or Jim. Huh? How about that, Jim? Yeah, bastard. Nah, but shout out to Busta Rhymes, man. At the end of the day, let's just do better. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you guys about anything, but tell me what you thought was better, whether it be Fantastic Four or Superman. If you liked it, you liked it. It's all about opinion. It's all about taste. You got something to drink? You don't got nothing to drink. You got like a coffee cup. I don't know if you had something to drink, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Juice.
Oh, look at this. Well, look, man, we were blessed. We were blessed that we have a lot of great music that came out. We have fun movies and entertainment for us. And at the end of the day, this is how it should be. Let's enjoy, let's have opinions, see what's really going on. Tell me who you think is still real in the industry, who's phony, who's still moving with honor. You let us know what actually stuck with you this week. Let us know about Superman. Let us know about Fantastic Four, what you love, what you like. At the end of the day, we started off just simple. Life is about opinions, likes, dislikes. But we have a right and we have the opportunity to be here to enjoy these things in this world. Do not take everything so serious, but enjoy everything seriously. Salute.
That's dope.
Oh yeah, that's the fun stuff right there. That's the fun stuff. So once again, man, we appreciate y'all. Yo,
Yeah. We appreciate
appreciate y'all
y'all.
tapping in with us, man. We really appreciate y'all. I am Carter Young. I'm not gonna go through the whole spiel. Thank you.
In my key,
Yo,
I'm
we
dope.
will see y'all.
Don't forget it.
We'll see y'all next week, man. We appreciate y'all.